wrist. Maybe you were finally going to give me one of the religious pictures that you accepted from the boy whose mat was adjacent to yours at nap time. Shiny pictures of the Lamb of God that ordinarily you would never let me touch, but would show to me mysteriously behind Mama's and Daddy's backs, as if we were doing something wrong. "Kitty," you said to me, and the black oval of your mouth was so close to my face that I thought my name gave off a smell like milk. "Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Willie." But my love for you tied my tongue. And then you whirled around, and all I could see was the sparkling absence of you, which turned, little by little, into rosebuds. The flat, high walls on every side of me, where scolding, bunched-up cat faces peeked out of the petals. Shadows of birds flew there, Willie, and I began to cry. "Hush," said Mama, "hush." Her hands were firm and wet, and the shadows of birds flew across her face. So many faces, Willie, and the flying had to it a whiff of flowers. She lifted me up. There was an egg to eat far away. Snip, snip, the top lifted off, and out came the steam. This was in the kitchen. For a long time, this was the only day there was. There was the quiet morning, out of which so many things flew, the dark fleck and the star and Mama's wet hands, the birds and the yolk of the egg, before afternoon came and you took me with you to the lake. On the dirt road I looked down and saw your long thin feet in ballet slippers, the same whitish pink as your skin. In fifth position, you told me, the most difficult position of all, the T of your feet marking that exact place on the dirt road forever. You pointed to the west, where the mountains of the Presidential Range stuck up, still covered with snow on their peaks, and you told me that if we were standing there, we could see all the way to the seashore, where, long ago, our Mama and Daddy had participated in an event called a honeymoon. There the world fell apart into black rocks, against which the sea crashed over and over, like the boy in the story who hit himself on the head with the hammer. "Kiss me, my darling," our Daddy whispered. You described it all to me. The bright red lips of our Mama puckering up, the way her eyelids fluttered and then flapped closed. "You're not supposed to look," you told me. "That's how you fall in love." It was early in the spring, and under our feet the road was dry, but the ditches were filled with mud and running water. Off in the woods we could see humps of snow, those sleeping beasts whose only desire it was to cart us off on their backs to the blue-black countries marked by the stars. "They're sleeping now," you said. "We've got to be very quiet." Mountains stood all around us, but the road was flat, cutting through the places scooped away by the glacier. White pines and red pines grew on either side of the road, and the only way a person could tell the difference between the two was to pick one of the little bundles of needles. If it was a white pine, the needles were 5 to a bundle, and you could bend them without breaking them. The red pine needles were 2 to a bundle and brittle. "Pick a tree," you said, "and if you can guess what it is before you pick the needles, then you'll get your wish." But all I could see was 2 green waves, chinked and ripped with sunlight. My eyesight was terrible, although we didn't know that yet. "Green," I said, pointing. "Green, green, green, green." "Oh, Kitty," you said, and you were laughing. "Well, okay, make a wish anyway. Go ahead." I screwed my eyes shut, as I'd seen you do over your birthday cake, and there we were, the two of us, standing together on the dirt road, with the lake winking through the trees in the distance. Then I felt your arm brush against mine so that, just for a second, the little hairs caught onto each other. "I can't," I said. Of course I could now. And I wonder, would it have made a difference if I'd been able to tell you what I saw? Because, instead, you made a wish for both of us, and I don't think it's any secret that it was your wish that floated upwards in its silvery pod, calling attention to itself. "I wish," you said, "that we could live forever."